Hi, my name's Claudia and I'm a second year Commerce Law student at the University of Sydney. When I was looking for a uni, it was important for me to find out a place where I could fit in, a place that would give me the opportunity to find out what I wanted to do, and a place that would push me to do the best that I could. I also wanted to make sure that I would get all the skills necessary for a career. Today I'm speaking with Professor Tyrone Carlin, the Deputy Dean of the Business School. Thank you for your time today, Professor.
Sure.
So what are the trends and the forces affecting business education at the moment?
I think business education is having to respond to three fundamental forces at the moment. The first of those is complexity. Business is becoming more and more complex every year. That's partly a function of scale, it's partly a function of the fact that we're doing business beyond borders, and it's partly a function of the growing challenges in doing business in different environments. Maybe it's regulation, maybe it's doing business across borders, so complexity is definitely a big one. The second thing is change. Change is accelerating. That means things aren't staying the same in the way that they used to. Things are becoming obsolete very, very quickly. New technology is bringing itself to bear. It means that we're doing things differently, we're seeing things differently. There are new opportunities arising all the time. And I guess the third thing is it's all about globalisation. There is no doubt that businesses, even quite small businesses, can be and often are truly global enterprises these days. So business education needs to respond to each of those three things in order to be relevant and high quality.
So how is the business school responding to these changes?
I think the centrepiece of the way that we're responding to these changes is by truly integrating business problems and business problem solving. So we're bringing business onto campus and we're taking our students out into business. And we're not just taking our students into businesses here in Sydney, we're taking our students out into businesses and organisations all over the world. So our industry placement program, for example, has taken hundreds of students into businesses in Sydney, in the US, in China, in Europe. And what this does is it allows us to challenge our students to apply the ideas that they're learning about in our classrooms to genuine contemporary business problems, and it integrates resolution of those problems with the way that we learn about business. And that's a much, much better learning experience, and it really equips our students to deal with those challenges I was talking to you about.
And what sort of benefit do you think that has for students?
A number of important benefits. One of the really important things is how much enjoyment you have in your learning. That's really important. We want people to have fun in their learning and to be stimulated in their learning. So if you've got the opportunity to apply the kind of ideas that you've been learning about in the classroom and test those out in live situations in business, it means that you enjoy what you're doing more, it means that you could see the practical application of what you're doing, and I think it really accelerates your learning. It makes you more interested and it makes you learn more quickly. So that's one really important benefit. Second thing is business education is not just about content. It's not just about ideas, but it's also about personal attributes. Things like your capacity to persuade others, things like your communication skills, things like your capacity to lead other people. Now again, you can learn a lot about those things on campus, in the classroom, with your peers and with your teaching staff. But you can learn a lot more if you have the opportunity to take what you're learning on campus and test it out and live it and do it in a real environment. So that real maturity in your personal skills is another benefit that flows from this approach. And I think the third thing is networks. You know, life is about networks, and certainly doing well in business is about networks. And what we're aiming to do is equip our students with better quality networks earlier on. And what that means is more and better doors open to our students so that they can have these amazing careers.
Well, thank you for your time today. It's been really informative.
That's my pleasure.
Since starting at the University of Sydney 2 years ago, I've made lots of friends and had a great networking experience. I've joined lots of clubs and societies and had a lot of fun doing that as well. I've done all sorts of subjects from finance to marketing and have decided to specialise in business analytics. Come to campus for Info Day and see what it's like for yourself.